Hello everybody, welcome back. I am the Geordie Geek and this is the Christmas challenge. It is the 9th of December and with it being a Monday I'm going to do a recap of everything I've watched from Friday through to last night. These Monday ones are usually a bit longer than the average one, but I'm going to try and keep it as short as I can because I've got the manflu and I've got a sore nose and it's all red and hurty and blocked up and I've got to keep blowing it every 2 flipping minutes. So, yeah, anyway. On Friday night, the film was Love Actually, which is, as I mentioned, one of my favourites. It's kind of more like an anthology type film, if anything. There's a bunch of interconnecting stories. But they don't really connect too much. It's like some of the characters are related and stuff, but I really enjoy it, to be honest. It's been a while since I've watched it. I think, to be honest, it was probably last Christmas, if anything, where I watched it. And again, it was just super cool, awesome. There are stories in it that I like more than other stories. To be honest, I don't really care much for the Laura Linney based one, where it's the American girl caring for her brother and stuff. That one's pretty poopy. I like the one with Liam Neeson's and the kid. That's cool, even though that kid is clearly far too old in his mind for his age. It's pretty cool. It's a weird relationship between them two. Not in a dodgy way, just you wouldn't talk to each other that way. I like the Colin Firth story as well. That's a super lovey-dovey one and whatever, but it's still cool because Colin Firth's mint. So, to be honest, I can't really pick my favourite part from this film because there's quite a few, so I'm not going to jump to a clip or anything. Like I said, those stories are my best. I actually don't even mind the Hugh Grant one, even though he's still just a weird guy and I'm not a big fan of him. I did get a tweet from Thomas Bickerdike, which is at ThomasBig92, and he said about Love Actually, the standout scene is Emma Thompson listening to the CD in the bedroom and crying, heartbreaking moment. And yes, it flippin' well is. It's nasty and horrible and bleh. I want to punch Rickman in the face, but then he'd probably go all hands on us and get us killed or something, because he's awesome. So, yeah. Not all of the stories in it end happily. That one is the prime example. The other one is Rick. He's not called Rick, but it's still always the Walking Dead Rick for me. Proclaiming his love through the use of cards to Keira Knightley, which is still a bit shady considering it's his best mate's wife. So, but yeah. Also, props on his rage walk. That's awesome. When they're in the little studio or whatever and just watch the video and he leaves, he totally nailed that rage walk with the I'm going this way, shall I go back, shall I go this way again? It's really funny. So yeah. Festive, 10 out of 10 it's got to be. It's all based around Christmas and it's super Christmassy and cool and presents and Christmas trees and nativity plays with lobsters and octopus. Octopi. I want that octopus suit. It's cool. It's got bubble wrap and everything for the suckers. So next Halloween I might possibly be an octopus. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, watch it. Saturday I was supposed to watch some Wallace and Gromit, but I ended up not being able to actually watch any of it. We had a little day trip as a family down to see my aunt in Huntingdon, so we're a bit busy from that, and then by the time I got home and got showered and went out and got drunk, I didn't really have much time to watch anything, so I am going to watch, what's it called? Grand Day Out, is it? Where they go to the moon? I'm going to watch that before my first film tonight, and then tomorrow at work I'm going to watch The Wrong Trousers as well. So I will talk a bit about Wallace and Gromit tomorrow night. Yesterday, Sunday, was Batman Returns, which is just awesome in itself because it's Batman and it's got Michelle Pfeiffer in geek skin tight leathery Catwoman suits, which is always a-okay. So yeah, I didn't actually. I watched this quite recently because I did a little Batman marathon, going from the first Batman film all the way up through to the Nolan trilogy. So it was still fresh in my mind, but I still watched it again just because it's awesome. And again, just pure Christmassy. The opening scene where the Penguin gets put in his little basket and flubbles down into the sewers. I don't know what flubbles means, I think I just made it up. It's pretty cool. But just all the Christmassy stuff is pretty cool. My favourite part isn't Christmassy at all. It's the part where he's in his little Batwing submarine dude thing going through the sewers, and then two penguins try and blow him up and very nearly succeed. If anything, I like it purely just for his reaction. Is basically it's like, oh, I just nearly got killed by penguins with rockets on their backs. So would have been a bit of a funny old end for Batman, but that's definitely one of my favourite parts. Again, I could have picked so many different parts to be my favourite because it's just a really cool film. That was the last of the pre-Nolan Batman being cool on films before Joel Schumacher came in and just spaffed neon paint over everything. So yeah, really fun. I would like to think if you're watching this and you regularly watch my stuff that you would have already seen Batman. So I don't really need to go and tell you to watch it, because if you haven't, then you clearly don't have anything that you can watch films on because you're a hermit. So yeah, again, if you have watched any of these things, you can get in contact with us. Just because this vlog's already gone up doesn't mean you can't still talk about films I've previously watched. But like I said, if you do want to get on here in any sense, you can record a clip and send it to james.dixon10@gmail.com. You can go on my blog, thegeordiegeek.wordpress.com. You can post comments and stuff on my blog versions of this. You can tweet us, I'm at Dixon10, and use the hashtag Christmas Challenge. Or you can always just use the comment box below down here. If you like the videos, like them, share them with your friends, subscribe to my channel for any other stuff that I put up as well, and get involved. Tonight is Home Alone, so I'm going to be watching Home Alone while I'm home alone. So yeah, it's been ages since I've watched Home Alone. Actually, I'm pretty excited to watch it. So yeah, I'll be watching that. It's always a cool Christmas film. Again, most of you have probably seen it. I mean, you can't really go through childhood without seeing Home Alone. So I'll be watching that after some Wallace and Gromit. I think that's it. I'm going to go and blow guts out my nose.